Дорогі друзі, добрий день! Я хочу всіх привітати з Міжнародним днем дітей. І, на мою думку, сьогодні дитинство має бути пов'язано із інноваціями, і вже з дитячого садочку, шкільної парти мають бути розвинені такі навички до стартаперства, щоб наша Україна була інноваційною, космічною країною з новоємною економікою. І нашим школярам сьогодні і завтра жити в світі наукової економіки. І ті, хто будуть вже на ринку праці в 2030 році, вони будуть конкурувати з роботами. Ну, звісно, ті, хто до нас приєднується, старшокласники, вони вже сьогодні відчувають, наскільки важливою є IT, але сьогодні я хотіла би більше розказати про наш стартап-табір, і якщо в мене зараз зможуть наші асистенти вивести на екран наш Google сайт, який ми приготували. Це сайт нашого онлайн-табору, літнього табору стартаперства від Наукового ліцею Чурюмова. І ось він уже на екрані, наш сайт, прошу гортати. І наш літній стартап-табір сьогодні оголошує анонс, так, початок реєстрації. І він буде проходити в онлайн-форматі для дітей 3 вікових груп. Це діти, які з початкової школи, з 6 років, потім також діти, які в середній школі, це мається на увазі 5, там, 7, 8 класи. І третя цілова група – це старшокласники, а також учасники там коледжі, профтехучилищ, можливо, студентам теж буде захочеться зануритися в світ інновацій і стартаперства. І програма нашого літнього табору стартаперства, англійською мовою ми його назвали «Стартап Camps», вона складається з 2 частин. Перша частина – це англомовна частина. Ось буквально за 2 хвилини ми вже включимо трансляцію Олімпіади інновацій. Наші партнери з Ізраїля, з Машав, запросили нас на цю чудову можливість доєднатися до Олімпіади інновацій, які проводить Ізраїль для школярів зі всіх куточків світу, виявляєте, зі всієї планети, там така тусня збирається, зі стартаперами, з відомими такими інноваторами, хай-тек-компаніями. Ви будете мати 12 онлайн-зустрічей із навчанням, з проєктною роботою, а також, це англомовний такий блок, а також у нас буде 13 занять в онлайні, це все буде відбуватися в онлайні, які ми називали їм стартап-посиденьки. Вони будуть відбуватися з нашими успішними студентами, з Київського політехнічного інституту, прикладна математика, наша Ксенія Камінка. Ось, і ми будемо і інших запрошувати, а також у нас буде блок «Як себе презентувати», і блок саме «Як розробити такі основи підприємництва», і ми це теж будемо робити спільно з нашими міжнародними експертами і українськими фахівцями. Отож, залишайтесь з нами. У нас є, ми зараз кинемо в чат лінк на програму і на наш Google сайт, який табору присвячений. Реєструйтеся, приводьте своїх друзів і залишайтесь з нами. Зараз розпочнеться вже пряма трансляція Олімпіади інновацій, а о 18:00 ми чекаємо вас в закритому Google Meet на наші перші стартап-посиденьки. Отож, go з нами! Так, і зараз ми залишайтеся з нами. Зараз ми хвилиночку ми включаємо пряму трансляцію. Пані Марино, ви з нами? Так, будь ласка, включаємо пряму трансляцію з відкриття урочистої.
After 30 minutes you will like to join us. There are a lot of different countries that register to this event, and we hopefully want to make a great collaboration between Israel and other countries. I'm Itai. I'm the head of the Innovation and Education Unit in Inspire Group. With me is Gilad Shabir, the CEO of Shamir Consultancy and Training, and Maya from Paris Institution for Peace and Innovation. And you see the kids here that really took part in this model. We have Noam and Ayelet and Yoav, and they will talk to you about their experience. So what is the Innovation Olympics? Innovation Olympics is a dream of us. We believe our vision that young students around the world should collaborate together in order to initiate technological solution for the big challenges of the 21st century. So the heart or the core of this program is to connect between a lot of young students from the secondary schools together in order to solve one of the sustainable development goals of the United Nations. In the next 30 minutes, we are going to explain exactly how we are going to do it. But in this model, we are going to focus on 3 values that we believe that is most important in initiating or developing a responsible young student to the future of the world. The first is to be aware, to be active, to know about the global challenges and to take action to solve it. The second one is to know technology. We are going to use artificial technology in order to solve a problem and to be able to develop solutions that are based on data. The third value is to collaborate, to know how to collaborate, to join force, to work in one group with students from different languages, cultures, religions, etc. So together we be all the partners of this initiative, and I'm going to start with you, Maya. And my first question is, why a Paris institution taking part of this in this model at all?
So, hi, everybody. I'm Maya. I'm the head of innovation education at the Paris Center for Peace and Innovation. At the Paris Center, we believe that any challenge that we are going to face and try to solve in the future, we need to do it together. We have great force when we do things together, when we collaborate, when we try to understand the different needs or different points of view of different cultures about the same challenge. So if we decide to work together, or if we decide to solve a challenge, we should do it together.
Thank you, Maya. Can you give us one example of how to collaborate with people that are not talking the same language, are not from the same culture?
Yeah, we have few years of experience in that field. We usually start with developing empathy towards each other and trying to understand the language, so we can maybe learn a few words. Maybe I can learn how to say, hi, my name is Maya in your language, and you can learn how to say it in my language. This is just one example. Afterwards, of course, we can go on and become familiar with each other culture.
Thank you, Maya. We will get back to you later. And now, Gilad, please tell us why artificial intelligence is so important in to learn and to use.
Okay, thank you, Itai. I'll just talk a bit about my background. I'm the team leader for the research of artificial intelligence in the innovation department of the Ministry of Education in Israel. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I have lots of experience in the high-tech industry and with research at the Tel Aviv University. What happens today is that we are immersed with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is everywhere, where we are many times not even aware that our robots, our robots that are cleaning our houses, use artificial intelligence. When we go on YouTube, we get recommendations from artificial intelligence technology. And even there is a discussion in Israel how to add more judges in our courtrooms that are based on artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is everywhere, and it's going to change our world more and more in the very near future. The idea with education, and recently we have published in the Ministry of Education our policy for integrating artificial intelligence in education, is that students need, or we like to even a bit exaggerate, must know about artificial intelligence. Not only about what is it and how is it used in our day-to-day life, but also how to create it. To create artificial intelligence, you need to be very aware of data, to be data knowledgeable. And in the Innovation Olympics, that's one of the things we talk about. And the students learn. They need to know about data. They need to know about what are features, how is data categorized, and to be able to create their own systems. Creating artificial intelligence is much simpler than it might seem. With the right tools, with the right pedagogy, and with the right steps to learn it, you can even have young children like Ayelet, Yoav, and Noam be able to create artificial intelligence. So we're talking about using artificial intelligence and understanding what is it about, creating artificial intelligence, and also understanding the security problems that we have with artificial intelligence, the biases that it has, and be aware of it and be aware from it.
Okay, thank you, Gilad. In this program, we want to solve very big problems. The first SDG challenges is how to deal with the climate change challenge. How can artificial intelligence help us in solving large problems?
Okay, so the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, are the 17 goals that humanity, 17 issues that humanity is facing right now, such as climate change. And the goals are how to prevent the issues that it might occur. So if artificial intelligence is such a smart technology, and students, even young students, can create it themselves, then we can foster their innovative ideas in order to suggest new ways to solve problems. But not only just talk about it, not only just create a presentation about it, which is great, but also create a real working software technology which people can either use or at least be familiar with, in order for the students themselves to be aware of these problems, and for other people who use the technology to be knowledgeable about it themselves, and even maybe solve the problems altogether.
Yeah, thank you, Gilad. In Hebrew, we have a very common word called tachlis. What do we get? What is the result of this product that you call artificial intelligence? What is the product?
Okay, so in a minute we'll talk, we'll give Noam the opportunity to explain about one system that she has created, that her team has created. But before that, I would like to say that when you create artificial intelligence, there is an additional benefit, and it improves the way you think. It is a thought process which requires you to go into the details, to decompose the problem, to design, to understand patterns and how they are differentiated, to abstract a problem from a very big problem, to generalize it, and to create algorithms. So all these practices or factors are part of what is called computational thinking. So another goal of us in the Innovation Olympics is for the students to be aware of these competencies, these skills, and use them while they're working. So if it's okay, Tai, then I will pass the microphone to Noam. And Noam and Yoav will talk about one of the systems that they've created and see how they encourage citizens in their city to go out and use the parks. Noam?
Thank you. My name is Noam. I'm in the 6th grade in Tali School, and I'm here with the Virtual Olympics. During the Virtual Olympics, we had a competition in which we created a system that can help tourists in Ra'anana, which is the city we're from, find places around them. Recently, Ra'anana opened a new path that goes all around it, and we created a system that, based on your likes, dislikes, and what you want to do in that exact moment, can help you choose a place across the Ra'anana path. We started by using the program machine learning for kids to help to teach our system how to choose the places based on the people's answers, and we added a few answers to each category. Let's say in a park we'd write about trees or about a lake. And after we did that, we went to Scratch Free, which is a special version of Scratch that is made especially for machine learning for kids. And we made our code. It's a free text system, which means it basically asks you, what do you want to do, and or what do you like. You write that, and based on that, they choose. So let's say if you write, I like trees, it will show you Hayar Katan, which means the little forest, because it has trees in it. And that's how our system works.
Thank you very much, Noam. What we've seen now is an example. You have shown us it on the computer, how young students can create artificial intelligence for the benefit of the citizens of the city. In this case, it's a system that gives suggestions to the citizens or to the tourists where to go in order to be more, to use the recreation that the great city of Ra'anana has created for its citizens. By the way, Ra'anana is 100 years old this year, so that's why this path or trail was created.
Okay, I have the
Yeah.
Okay, another question. Can you tell us what is the difference in learning in that methodology than the common study, like to learn maths or Bible?
In the Virtual Olympics, we learn more about AI, and it's I know it's going to be very useful to us in the future. Except for that, the learning process is very different because our teachers are not the experts in that area, so we have to figure it out by ourselves. And it's a different type of learning, and it's better.
Learning alone or self-learning is not natural in the educational system. Did you face any challenge during the competition that you can tell us about?
We've done this competition for a long time now, but at the beginning it was a lot harder, because if we didn't know something, then we would try and ask our teachers to help us, but they wouldn't always know the answer. But the learning process is we learn and learn, and then we have a competition. It's all part of a big competition. So once we have the competition, we already basically know what to do, because at the beginning we learn about it, and then at the competition we do it by ourselves.
And
So, Noam, how come you know how to create AI, if artificial intelligence, in short AI, even though the teachers, as you said, maybe are not familiar with this technology and how to create it?
We have instructional videos and instructional presentations that help us understand everything. And if we face a problem or an issue, then we could ask Gilad and ask him, and he will reply to us. But a part of this process is figuring it out by ourselves, which is I think it's good for us.
I'll just talk a bit about what Noam has explained right now so vividly. The Olympics that she's talking about is our Junior Olympics, which is for 6th grade and 5th grade students, which learn about math and about science and about technology. And I'm the pedagogical manager. This competition, or actually it's a learning program which has a competition in it, is already running for 18 years. It was initially an innovation of a lady called Rudy, which is a prominent educational figure in the city of Ra'anana. And for the past 18 years, it has been running. And in the past few years, we've been introducing coding to it and artificial intelligence lately. I'm the pedagogical manager of this initiative, and it's very important for us that the students become self-learners. Actually, what we expect from the children is to like to learn and attempt by themselves to create the technology or create solutions in various ways. And sometimes they succeed more, sometimes they succeed less, and that's one of the important roles of their teachers.
Okay, thank you. One last question for you. Can you share with us a success story, something that you felt really proud of?
In the third mission, we had for the first time to create a system in machine learning for kids. And even though we had the instructional videos and presentations, we didn't exactly know what to do because it was the first time we ever tried it. That's why this time when we made it, it was a lot easier. And in that time we used pictures instead of text, which also made it harder to search for pictures. It took us a very long time. It took us about 2 months. So it was a challenge we faced, but we got over it and we succeeded.
Last question to Maya. Can you tell us why it's so important to solve global challenges today?
This is a big question.
Yes.
Why it is so important. We face these challenges as humanity, and these challenges are not just for fun. We actually need to solve climate change to keep our life kind of the same. We actually need to face how we treat each other, because we need to live here together. The world is getting smaller and smaller in many ways, and we need to think how we want to see the future, how we want to live in the future. We are going to do it together. We need to start thinking about it now.
Thank you, Maya. So what is exactly the Innovation Olympics? We are going to launch a 3-month, 12 weeks program, online program for secondary school students from different countries, of course, from Israel and other countries. And during the 12 weeks, we are going to give you many assignments, 18 assignments that will walk you hand by hand in order to solve the climate change issue, climate change challenge. You're going to learn by yourself with a teacher. The teacher doesn't have to be an expert in artificial intelligence or in climate change. He just have to be friendly to technology, that like to do projects and can feel safe when he's not holding the knowledge. So we are looking for teachers that are just open and wants to make new things in the world. During the 12 weeks, you are going to make a lot of assignments and submit it to us, and we are going to give you feedback, continent feedback on your assignment. But it's not all. We are going to do live session with many experts, with Israeli and other country experts in climate change, in entrepreneurship, in artificial intelligence. But during the live session, you're going to work together in the same groups with students from India, from Costa Rica, from Spain, from other countries. Together, you're going to find a way to do a joint project that can give value to a different country, not only for your city or for your own country. So you're really going to experience how to collaborate using the methodology that we are going to teach you with students from other parts of the world that speak different language. And you're going to meet them online, do things together to learn how the climate change affects other countries and other cultures, and to do something together. But it's not all. You're going to do an initiative in your country. We're going to use the link canvas of Spire to do a real project outside of your school in your city that has an impact, and to show us what you did. And in the end, you're going to meet a very prestigious board of judges that are going to look at your presentation. Presentation will include a video of your local initiative, the idea or the project that you did together with another school, and of course, the AI, the artificial intelligence software that you developed and designed. So this is the structure. We are looking for school that wants to collaborate with Israeli schools and other schools in the world, and want to take to be the first school that is going to be in a program that I really believe can get bigger and more influential. So after this broadcast, we are going to send you an email with all the details that you need, and we will be very happy if you contact us for more details, and of course to join and register to this program. I want to thank all the participants. I want to thank Yoav. I want to thank Ayelet, Maya, Gilad, and of course Noam. And wish to see you at October in our great new program. Thank you all.
Добрий день, друзі. Ми повертаємося, і я запрошую зараз всіх наших учасників до наших стартап-посиденьок. Вони зараз відбудуться в Google Meet. Ви зараз 18:00, і ви зараз отримаєте в чати лінк на стартап-посиденьки. І хочу сказати також додатково, що ми відкриваємо реєстрацію сьогодні на наш онлайн-табір, і ми розпочнемо роботу нашого табору, стартап-табору 20 червня, тобто у нас є 20 днів для того, щоб ми продовжили наше спілкування, і ми набираємо групи. Я підкреслюю, що ці групи будуть і для молодшої школи окремо, і для середньої школи, а також для старшокласників. І зараз ви отримаєте в чат YouTube канала і в чат Фейсбука реєстрацію саме лінк на YouTube канал, і прошу моїх асистентів зараз цю реєстрацію скинути і разом із посиланням на Google Meet. Прошу, Марина, наш асистент, скинути посилання на Google Meet, де о 18-й годині зараз відбудуться наші стартап-посиденьки. Можливо, у когось є запитання або у когось є якийсь фідбек про почуте. Прошу, в коментарях ви можете писати і звертатися, якщо є питання. В нас можете писати в коментарях, і я буду бачити ці питання. І, відповідно, дуже прошу вас, друзі, ви вже отримали, бачите, запрошення саме на Google Meet. Ви бачите, зараз ось є посилання на Google Meet о 18:00. Там відкриється Google Meet, і там він, вірніше, вже відкритий, і наша Ксенія Камінка, вона буде вести стартап-посиденьки, вона вже чекає вас. Заходьте, ви бачите на екрані, я вам зараз продемонструю посилання на Google Meet, ви його маєте в чатах. І також у нас було запитання, чи можна брати участь дітям, які є в 3 класі. Так, можна. У нас, я як сказала, окремо цільовою групою початкова школа, і тому учням 3 класу теж можна. Також у нас було запитання про розклад нашого стартап-табору. Ми розклад анонсуємо після того, як ми отримаємо розклад Олімпіади інновацій. Як я вже сказала, що ми будемо робити такий спільний проект, тобто 12 онлайн-зустрічей під час Олімпіади інновацій, і після кожної із цієї онлайн-зустрічі у нас будуть свої посиденьки. І також нагадую про те, що потрібно зареєструватися до 20 червня. Ви маєте у чаті зараз якраз посилання на нашу Google форму, тому реєструйтеся, приводьте своїх друзів, це все вітається. І вже безпосередньо почнеться заняття у нас 20 червня. Також ми будемо вам окремо на пошти повідомляти всі наші новини, так що обов'язково стежте за тими поштами, які ви вказуєте під час реєстрації. Буде окремо створено в Телеграмі групу стартап та кемпс, де ви будете оперативно отримувати всі повідомлення. І також хочу проанонсувати, якщо у вас є бажання і потреба, ви можете також приїхати до нас в Міжнародну зелену школу в Карпати. Там 28 червня відкривається наша міжнародна зелена школа, і ми запрошуємо учнів, і там будуть також окремі модулі, які присвячені інноваціям і підприємництву, і дуже цікава програма Science. І тому моя порада вже 17:57, так що, будь ласка, заходьте в Google Meet, я вже бачу, там є учасники. Добрий день, друзі. Мені дуже приємно, що до нас в Google Meet на стартап-посиденьки вже приєднуються учасники. І ми завершуємо нашу трансляцію на YouTube-каналі і чекаємо всіх в Google Meet, в закритому Google Meet на стартап-посиденьках. Ви маєте посилання в чаті. Дякую. До зустрічі!